Hello and welcome to the next episode of Goodgame Empire. Today's video is going to be about Hall of Legends. So I'm gonna explain to you first basics of what is this building, when you unlock it and how it works. Then I'm gonna explain every single legendary skill you can obtain in both offensive and defensive tabs in this Hall of Legends, and at the end I'm gonna show you my 3 suggestions to how to set the Hall of Legends. So how to set it for like event time, how to set it for wartime offensive, and how to set it for defensive. Okay, so let's start with basics. So first, what is this building? Well, you unlock it when you reach level 70. So when you go from 69 to 70, you also unlock your first legendary level, and you're on legendary level 1. So this is the moment when you unlock Hall of Legends in your buildings tab. So you go to building menu and into military tab. You can find it. I don't have it because I already built it, but you will find it here, and you need normal as well as legendary resources to build it up, and the price gets higher and higher. So probably you're gonna need help of your alliance to get resources to build it fast, and also time skippers. And how do you like unlock next levels? So the level of Hall of Legends which you can upgrade it to is the same that your legendary level, but it stops at 550. So if you have a level 50 legendary, then you can upgrade Hall of Legends up to level 50. So it goes higher equally to your level, your legendary level. So that's how it works. Basically, most of players get levels faster than the Hall of Legends level they upgrade, so it's very important to keep upgrading it all the time if you're not if you're falling behind with level of this Hall of Legends, yes, before behind your legendary level. Okay, so let's now jump into the legendary skills. I'm gonna explain first legendary skills in attack tab, and then in defensive tab. So how it works: basically you have 4 tabs. We're not interested in this 2 because I'm gonna explain mid buildings and mid units in another episode, and now we're going to focus on attack and defense skills. So let's start from beginning. Well, when you upgrade your Hall of Legends, you get legendary points, and you can spend them to obtain these skills. Yes, every skill has another price, another like limit, so how many times you can upgrade the skill. And as you can see here, here is shown how many points are allocated to this attack skills right now. The same works for defensive. So if you split them between attack and defense, you can see how much you used here and here. Okay, so also you can reset it every 2 weeks for free, and if you want to reset more than once every 2 weeks, then it's gonna cost you rubies, and every next reset between 2 weeks is going to be more expensive. Okay, so I want to tell you about every of those skills, but I'm gonna explain to you like in details only these complicated skills where you could be like not sure how do they work. Okay, so the first one is reducing enemy gate. It only works against players with legendary levels. Then we have looting 50% more, and it only works on NPC. Then we have more honor points from players, and basically there's like no skill which works on not legendary level players. So if the skill is working on a player, then this player has to have level 70. Then strength of your melee units. Next, more guns when spying, also only for legendary levels. Then we have shorter time between attacks, so the cooldown is shorter on players. Then we have ranged unit strength. Then we have reducing army travel cost by 90% when maxed. Then we have a chance to destroy enemy buildings. Next we have master skill, which you obtain just after you unlock it after like, let me show you. Okay, so I'm gonna reset my points and I will show you how it works. So we'll put 10 to looting, 10 to melee, or how many I need? Yeah, one more. Okay, next I'm going to put max this, and as you can see, you have to okay, I maxed this out, so you have to put, I believe, 70 or 80 legendary points to unlock this. So you have to put some points into this to go further, to go to next skills. So 79, 1. Okay, so now we have it, and it unlocks, and also the next row unlocks. So the master skill, to get it, you need to put some points into the previous row. Okay. So next we have increased limit of soldiers on front. So I'm gonna max this out. Next we have increasing fire damage caused to buildings, to enemy players. And next we have more experience from attacks. Next we have strength combat, which is melee units, for melee units. Next we have reducing enemy wall protection. So I have to put 15 more, and I'm going to put it into walls. Okay. Now we have increased combat strength on courtyard, faster army travel on the outbound journey, and this is pretty important skill because it shortens the time of attack on enemy players and on foreign castles and bloody crows as well. So this is very, very useful. I'm going to max this out. We also have a glory bonus. It works for players and for events such as foreign castles and bloody crows as well. Then we have increased travel speed on the return of army, and we have increased soldier limit on flanks. So I'm gonna max this out as well because it is very important. Here we have a skill which is really crap, and this skill basically gives you 500 more looting capacity by one level, so you can get plus 2,500, but it's really not too good because you can also put like 50 of your soldiers and you're gonna get the same bonus, so it's not useful. Then we have increased limit tool limit on flanks. Also it works only against legendary level players and against foreign castles and bloody crows. Then we have increased strength of ranged units, and then we have the 6th wave, which is very, very important. You have to put, if you have points, you have to do this as first thing. So you must unlock this, and as you can see, master skill has unlocked because we put enough points into the previous row. And I am left with 66 points, so I'm gonna spend them on some useful things, such as here I can get 0.5% for 8 points, and here I can get 2% for 15 points, so this is more useful. Oh my god, I forgot about about courtyard. It is super important. Yes, you need courtyard. And did I forget about anything else? I think no. Remember also, melee units strength is less important than ranged, so have this in mind because you mainly use ranged units to break through enemy wall, like on the flanks, yes, when attacking. So this is important to have more ranged. Okay, I am left with 18 points, and I can spend them on 2 times this, or okay, I'm gonna go for 2 times courtyard, and then grab myself what could be useful here. Let's take army return. It's gonna be okay. Okay, so I used my points, and now I'm gonna explain to you the defense skills. Of course, I don't have them unlocked because I didn't spend any points here. But let's see. Some of them are like similar to offensive, but they have like bonus to defense, not offense. But yeah. But as you can see, here's increasing your gate protection, and here's decreasing enemy, so they can reduce. They are the same. Here you have decreasing resources lost to looting from your castles. Here you have more XP for buildings. Here you have strength for melee units, more city guards, more experience from battles, more combat strength of ranged units. And this is very, very important. As you can see, there is a Supreme Commander perk or skill, which basically increases travel speed by 8% during capture attacks and occupations. this has two very useful uses. The first one is when you capture an enemy outpost, then it shortens the time. Yeah, you have 80% more, because as you can see, you can upgrade this 10 times and it gives you 8% per level, so you can get 80% bonus to travel speed when capturing someone's outpost. This is very important during war to capture an outpost. It has disadvantage because this is in the second row, so you have to spend some points in defensive, but also the second side is that it works on aqua islands. So your attack goes faster when you capture an aqua island, and this is really useful on island storms when you want to get aquamarine. So this is the second use of this skill. Okay, next we have more citizens. Next we have a master skill, which gives you 10% more units on the castle wall. Then we have a perk with more castle wall units as well. Less damage, so it reduces damage caused by enemy attacks. More XP again from attacks on NPC. Strength of melee soldiers when defending, increasing castle wall protection, increasing combat strength on the courtyard. But as you can see, it is a bit different from this one, because you can get 1% 10 times in offensive, so you can get 10%, and in defensive you can only get 4%, because it's 0.5 and 8 times this, so it's worse. Higher chance of finding better equipment, increased glory, faster travel speed on return from NPC, increasing wall units on castle wall again, increasing. This may be useful to you if you're getting a lot of attacks, but you want to hold some food in your castle anyway. But remember, you can't have your gate opened, so it doesn't work, because if you want to open your gate, it doesn't work for safe storages. So this basically increases your safe storage by 2,500. So if someone attacks you and you have put your castellan for not fire, yeah, so it reduces the fire damage from attacks, this will give you 2,500 safe storage, so they can't take all of your food. The 2,500 will be left in your storage, so you can your army is not going to die instantly, but you have some time to attack NPC barons around the castle or something. So it's basically useful during war when you are getting attacked more than like you are in war's position. Okay, next, this is very important perk. This gives you one more tool on the castle wall when defending on flanks. Next we have ranged soldiers strength. Next we have courtyard 6%. This is like in the same place than 6th wave. And then we have increasing mode protection and the master skill, which gives you 12% units strength of all units in defense. And the same is in offense, you get 12% strength of all units in attacks. Okay, so basically that is all, and now I'm going to show you my presets for event, for war attack, and for war defensive, and at the end I'm gonna talk about like mixed Hall of Legends, so you have both attack and defense in your Hall of Legends, and it's pretty interesting. Okay, so let's hop in. Okay, so this Hall of Legends setup is for event time, so when there's no war and you are sure that no one is going to attack in a moment, so there's no problem to get some more resources, to get faster travel speeds, etc, etc. Okay, so basically you start with maxing your loot capabilities, so not capability but bonus, so you get plus 50%, and maxing out melee strength because you need to pass to the next level. Then you max out cost of journey, of travel, and you put 9 into ranged strength. You unlock this master skill for 5th wave. Then you max out soldiers in the front and put 3 points into wall protection reduction. And this is 3rd row. Then in 4th row you get yourself 9 points into courtyard. You maxed out the outbounding speed, so it's very important because it's faster on attacks on Bloody Crows and Foreign Castles. You also max out your glory points to get more from this event. You can put 2 points into army when returning, travel speed, and max out soldiers on flanks as well. This is important. Also max out tools when attacking on flanks, and get yourself a 6th wave of attack. Okay, and you unlock a master skill as well. So this is event time. Then we're gonna go to not event but offensive when the war comes. And you can of course experiment with this and change the setup, because there's many things to change. And basically you can swap some things in this setup, but I'm gonna show you what you can change in this. Okay, so this is basically a war setup. You don't put looted resources, you put max melee strength, then you put max ranged strength, and you get a master skill. Then you put max soldiers on the front. You put 7 points into reducing enemy wall protection and 1 into melee. Then you get maxed courtyard strength. You skip this outbounding travel speed. You skip glory, you skip returning travel speed, and you get max on units, soldiers on flanks. Then you get max tools on flanks. This is very important. You get max soldiers strength and max, and you buy of course 6th wave of attack. And this is basically the war setup. Some things that may be important and some things you can drop to get other things. Maybe, for example, putting less points into wall reduction, and when you don't have them, you can put them into looting, so you can get food easier, or you can put them into honor if you are grabbing this honor and, for example, putting it on other like not active accounts, so you are farming honor from enemies. You can put it into destroying buildings if you want to destroy, if you have a dirty war on your server, you want to destroy buildings, enemy buildings. You can get this not this but this, yeah, so you put less in this and more in this. You also can put points instead of wall protection into outbounding speed travel, army travel, so this may be important to you as well. Okay, and now defensive Hall of Legends. So basically you get max melee, max ranged, you get master skill, you get max units on wall, you get 2 melee strength. Then you get 6 points into this courtyard strength, max 2 units on wall, because units on wall is basically one of most important like key features in Hall of Legends in defensive. The more units on your wall. Then you get the 5th tool, 1 more tool on your flanks when defending, max out ranged, max out this bonus with courtyard, and max out mode strength. This may be very useful. Okay, and you get the master skill as well. Yep, so I think that is actually everything I wanted to show you. And I'm sorry, the last one, which is mixed setting. So basically you have to put 120 points here to unlock, like to fulfill this first row. So you get melee, then you get full ranged. So this is 120 points, and you unlock the master skill. So you get 10% more units on your castle wall, which is pretty useful. And then you are left with, I believe it's gonna be 430 points to put into your offensive, and you can get 6th wave with these points. You're not gonna get this much bonuses, yes, but you're gonna get this, so 10% castle wall, and this as well. I'm not sure if you can get this master skill, I think no, but you can get this 6th wave. You have to experiment with this because it's pretty nice to experiment and check out. And at the end I could tell you what not to, which skills not to use. So basically which one of them are useless. Okay, so let's start. The first one will be Honor points, sometimes it's important in war, so no. The first one is more agents, yeah, so prying eyes. Okay, so this is super useless. Like, you have 46 spies and you get 3 more in cost of 45 legendary points. It's super useful because your chances of spying a target are getting like only a bit higher, and you're spending huge amount of legendary points on this. So this is super useless. Then reducing time is basically, it's only useful when you want to destroy someone buildings. So if you want to spam them with commanders to destroy buildings, it's only useful in this situation. And when you're doing this, you also need to have this bonus to more chance of annihilating enemy buildings, I mean destroying, of course. Okay, next, what is useless? Yeah, more experience. This is super useless. Just don't even look at this. Increasing fire damage. Yeah, you know, if someone has a Castellan against dealing fire from attacks, and you are attacking him, he's anyway, if you send a big attack like 5,000-6,000 units, he's going to receive some fire. But if you send a commander with bonus to fire and you send huge army and he's not going to defend this, then he's going to be set on fire like instantly. So this is the strategy, how to outplay these Castellans, no fire damage Castellans, or however you call it. So this may be useful only in this situation, basically. Okay, in this row everything is important. In this row, as I mentioned, this is super useless, don't buy this. Now let's go to defense. So basically experience is totally useless. Also gate, if you're defending your front attacks coming to you by front, then maybe this may be useful if you want to. It will give you 20% less resources looted if you want to protect your resources, but more important is this lower. Okay, more city guards. Well, if you have a lot of guard houses, it might be useful to you, but I don't suggest you doing this. Experience, no. More citizens, no. It's crap. Reducing fire, yes. If you are sitting on no fire Castellans, you can use this, and this will give you a lot. So if someone even has a fire commander, but you have this maxed out, you have your fire station at level 4, and you have researchers maxed out for reducing fire damage caused by enemy attacks, this will protect you pretty well. Okay, experience, just no. Better equipment, no. You don't get it. More glory from defensive. Well, from defensive attacks you get really small amount of glory, so it's not gonna be useful. Don't buy it. Increased travel speed on return journey from NPC targets. Well, I don't know, if you are sitting on a bird and farming towers, NPC towers, maybe, but no. Save storage, yes, of course, this is important if you want to hold your foot and not let your units die, but the important thing, remember, you can't have your gate opened. So if you open your gate, they can grab all of your food and your units may die. Next, from no, there's no more useless upgrades. So yeah, I think that is all. In next episode, maybe I'm going to cover this mid buildings and mid units, so we'll see. I have some video ideas, and also if you have some video ideas, then just tell me what do you have, and share your thoughts in comments. Maybe I told something wrong, I can correct myself in comments and in the video description, so you should check it out. Also remember, there's a Discord link invitation in description, so if you want to join, then feel free to do this. We are talking about the game and not only, and we can help you if you have some trouble with the game. I will help you, or any other member of server will help you quickly with your questions. Okay, so that's all. You can think about rating this video with a like or with a dislike, as you wish, and thanks for watching. So see you in the next one. Bye.